way back in the first grade, my parents signed me up for swimming lessons, a good call on their part since, not drowning is a good thing. You see, the place that these swimming lessons took place at was like a legit swimming school for kids, So this place had everything. Lots of equipment, a slide, and a giant waiting room with windows overlooking the pool area. Now, normally waiting rooms are a kid's worst nightmare, but this one was something special. It had the holy grail of any 2000s kid's dreams. An old projector TV, a VHS player, and Flubber on VHS. Now, were there better movies to pick from? Absolutely yes. But what made that movie stick out in my mind was one of the previews that played before it. You see, back before we had the miracle of Netflix, us kids watched movies off physical formats like DVDs, VHS tapes, and of course, the best one, Game Boy Advance video player. Now, save for that last one, these normally had some ad for a related movie or toy plastered onto it, and in the case of the Flubber VHS, had one advertisement that became permanently burned into my retinas. This ad was for a PC game based off an old Disney property called...
What are you doing?
I'm just making a video.
You're making a video about Flubber?
Well, no, not exactly. It's actually about an advertisement that played before the movie.
Then why don't you talk about that instead of some BS about swimming lessons? You're a minute in and you still haven't gotten to the point yet.
Yeah, okay. I mean, I was trying to, build up to that part, but yeah, you probably got a point. I'll just, where are you going?
I've got a meeting downtown later today. You see, I actually have a real job and don't have stupid dreams of being a YouTuber, so good luck with this Flubber rant or whatever.
Okay. Thanks, Salem. This ad was for a PC game based on an old Disney property called Nightmare Ned. After a healthy amount of research, I learned that Nightmare Ned was developed as a game and a television series at the same time. I'll bring up the TV show later since I had no idea it was a TV show until I started making this video, and since the game is what mentally scarred me, which is a point-and-click adventure game for Windows 95 PCs, released in 1997. Now, what makes Nightmare Ned dissimilar from other 90s Disney point-and-click games from my childhood, like, fucking Mike's Monstrous Adventure?
Everyone else has gone home. Where's your paperwork?
Paperwork. Let's talk about you.
Listen, Wazowski, no one likes a lazy eye. You're not rolling out of here until you bring me your paperwork.
Watch your jet, bro. Watch your jet.
Well, not a whole lot, really. The game opens with Ned coming home from school, reading a note from his mom explaining he'll have the house to himself for the night, and eating some of the most radioactive looking candy I've seen in my life. The power ends up going out, and Ned heads off the bed, worried about what might lurk in the dark. Ooh, spooky. Yeah, really, there's not that much that's all that crazy about this game, and if I'm being honest, I'm not quite sure why I was so scared.
Oh, shit! Oh, fuck! Yo, he dead!
Do you ever see something that just, strikes a chord perfectly in your mind and causes you to double over in disgust and fear? Kind of a mixture of both? Yeah, that's this scene right here. The front end of the advertisement featured this part of the game's intro prominently, and has been engraved into my mind ever since. This scene is only one of the many that terrified me, with this ad featuring other wonderful segments, such as Ned getting chased up a giant drainage pipe by a robot arm, that haunt my childhood. Throughout the game, Ned would have to travel through his dreams and defeat monsters to conquer his fears and, not get abducted by giant monster hands anymore. Noticeably more tame than the game, however, was the Nightmare Ned TV show, which aired on ABC the same year between April and August. The plot of the show was somewhat similar to the game, and took on an episodic format where Ned was presented with a fear at school, he'd fall asleep, and experience a nightmare related to the experience, then would wake up and come to some sort of resolution. It was a pretty simple premise, but the show was cancelled after its first season, due to the show running way over budget, and apparently many parents called into ABC to complain about the scary elements of the show, which sounds pretty ridiculous to me. I mean, when did 90s parents complain about things?
So Pokemon is a game that teaches children how to enter into the world of witchcraft.
So yeah, that's Nightmare Ned. It's probably the most impactful video game from my childhood that I've never actually played. And, where am I going with this? I'm just talking. I didn't I already make a video on a childhood fear I had already? I can't even do this, and I'm just... Is this even what I want to do? I don't know what I'm doing.
Head to this address on any Saturday at 10 p.m.
they'll fill you in. Wait, is that? Hey, Salem, are you okay? Why are you standing out here?
My Uber just canceled and I'm trying to find a new one, but nobody's available. Where are you going?
Oh, I'm just, nowhere important, really. Do you need to ride it back to the apartment? So, how'd your interview go?
Not too bad, I guess. I think I've got a good shot at this new position, but I'd need to move out to Texas.
What the fuck? I had the right of way, dumbass. Sorry, what were you saying?
Nothing.
Oh, alright. Well, I hope it pans out right for you.
Thanks. Thanks for the ride back.
Yeah, no problem.
Hope your video turned out good.